What is going on, fellas? It is Halftime Productions. Welcome back to the channel. First of all, I hope you're all having a great day. And the NFL playoffs are finally here. The season just ended a day ago, and we have the official bracket for the 2025 NFL postseason. And as tradition on this channel, we will be simulating this year's NFL playoffs on Madden 25 to see who Madden predicts is going to be the winner. This will be all done with live games. These playoffs are going to be so good in real life. Let's see how it translates to Madden. As we look at the bracket, the Kansas City Chiefs and Detroit Lions have the #1 seed, so look at the first round buys. Then we see some great matchups in the first round, like the Broncos Bills, Steelers Ravens, Texans Chargers, Eagles Packers, Commanders Buccaneers, Vikings Rams. So will the Kansas City Chiefs win again, going for a three-peat, or will there be a new team? Well, we're gonna find out all today on this simulation. So I want you to comment down below right now your Super Bowl predictions for this simulation. I want to see what you guys have to say in the comments. Who do you think is going to be in the Super Bowl? Well, it's about time to get this 2025 NFL playoff simulation underway. So guys, go sit down, go relax, go grab your favorite snack as the road to the Super Bowl begins here in the wildcard games. So let the madness begin. Here we go. We begin the playoffs in Philadelphia, and guys, the 2-seeded Eagles are down by 4 at home, and with only 40 seconds left, the Eagles need to go. They need a touchdown, as here's a first down run, breaking tackles, 30, 40, and then gets down to the 45-yard line. They burn a timeout, 2 remaining, but what a big-time run for Jalen Hurts, and this 7-seeded Packers team looking for the upset. Their defense needs to make a stand. Here is Hurts in the pocket, Hurts, spin, breaking tackles, gets past midfield, down to the 35. Jalen Hurts putting the Eagles on his back, but they are still not in the end zone as the Eagles are at the line, 22 seconds remaining, down to 1 timeout. Hurts in shotgun. Here he is. No pressure. Hurts to Saquon. Incomplete. Might have been better for them that pass was incomplete because it saves time. So 2nd and 10, 33 yards. That's what they need to get in the end zone to take the lead. Here is A.J. Brown to motion. Hurts snaps the ball. Hurts finds Goddard. Goddard to the 16-yard line. And the Eagles use their last timeout. And for Philadelphia, they can't afford to get sacked or throw anything in bounds. The game will be over if that happens. Hurts under pressure trying to avoid the sack. He gets away and just throws it out of bounds. I thought he maybe could have ran for a couple yards right there, but 8 seconds remaining from the 16. Hurts looking for the win, and he just throws it away. So now just 5 seconds. This could very well be the last play of the game. Packers defense needs to stop. Hurts in the pocket. Hurts, Goddard turns around, and he's in. Zeros on the clock. Are you kidding me? Philly's gonna go to the divisional round. Unbelievable! Horrible tackling from the Packers, and Goddard just catches it, spins, and nothing but green grass in front of him. I mean, look at this one more time. 58, I mean, he's going to be thinking about that all off season, and they avoid the upset here in Philadelphia. The 7-seeded Packers fought, but ultimately, Jordan Love in Green Bay goes home. Anyways, we move to a snow game in Buffalo and give the Denver Broncos credit. As a 7 seed, they fought hard and made it a close game with the 2-seeded Buffalo Bills and the MVP and Josh Allen, but ultimately they fall 24-28, and this Buffalo team keeps it rolling as they head on to the divisional round. Baker Mayfield and the Buccaneers only have 7 points, but they have an opportunity to win the game. Mayfield deep, and it almost gets intercepted, which brings up a 4th down as the Commanders have a 13-7 lead. Packers with the ball at the 36-yard line. 2 timeouts, but the game's going to come down to this. They need it, and they get it. Who else but Mike Evans? Baker finds him, and now he's down at the 49-yard line. Tampa Bay uses a timeout, so only 1 remaining, and all Tampa Bay needs is a touchdown and an extra point to take the lead as Baker goes down. Gets sacked, a loss of 10, and that clock is going to stop as the Buccaneers are now at a timeout. It's a 2nd and 20. They need to go about 59 yards in this game as Mayfield running out of the pocket under pressure but gets it away. So 3rd and 20, 29 seconds remaining. This could be one of the few plays left in this game. The Buccaneers need something big. Mayfield, he has Mike Evans. You got to go to him. Mayfield throws it. It's intercepted. Washington has it. 20, 10, 5, Commanders get the pick 6 to seal the game. How about Washington as a 5 seed going into Tampa Bay, knocking off the Buccaneers, and the pick 6 does it here as the Commanders beat the Bucs 19-7. Jaden Daniels moves on in his first playoff victory. And in the other 5-4 matchup, the Chargers will go on the road and beat CJ Stroud and the Houston Texans 24-17, and the Justin Herbert-led Chargers kneel it out. They're on their way to the next round in the AFC as down goes Houston. And anyways, we're off to LA. It is the Vikings who will beat the Rams. Matt Stafford and the Rams only held to 3, so how about this Vikings defense? They bounce back after that heartbreaking loss in Week 17 against the Lions. Sam Darnold moves on. And the Pittsburgh Steelers trying to upset the Baltimore Ravens. They're up by 4, but Lamar Jackson has it at the 34-yard line. Down by 4. There's a quick play. They get a few, and man, Steelers-Ravens in the playoffs. What's better than that? It's the biggest rivalry in NFL history as Lamar Jackson, 2 quick passes, and now they're on the opposite side of the field. But again, only 1 timeout, so they're going to be diligent here. If the Steelers, their defense got to step up to win this game and force the upset. Lamar Jackson down with 30 seconds at midfield, looking, has all day, gonna take a shot for the end zone. Bateman's there, inbounds, he catches it. They're gonna say touchdown, Lamar Jackson, magic. And the Ravens have the lead late with 23 seconds. I mean, I don't know if he had his feet in bounds. We're going to check here to see. But Bateman in the back of the end zone. What a throw from Lamar Jackson. Put it exactly where it needed to be. And I'm not sure what the Steelers defense was doing here. As we look at the feed, he drags both of them in bounds. So that's going to be a touchdown. Still time left for Pittsburgh. Need a field goal to tie the game. And right now they have the best leg in football with Chris Boswell. So if they get him at all anywhere close to where it needs to be, they can force overtime. But a 2nd and 2, down to 2 timeouts. Wilson gonna dump it off to Warren. Warren gets a couple. They still need about 20 or so yards to get into field goal range. So let's see what they do here now with 11 seconds and 1 timeout remaining. You gotta take a shot deep if you're Wilson. That's a short pass. It's complete, but not sure how much it's gonna help them. And they burn their last timeout with 6 seconds. And at this point, Pittsburgh's gonna need a Hail Mary. They're out of field goal range. No timeouts. Wilson under pressure, barely gets it off. So he has enough for 1 more play, 3 seconds. And this Baltimore Ravens fan base is buzzing. This could be the last play. It is the last play. Wilson taking a shot downfield as a man. He caught it, but he was just 2 yards short. Oh my goodness. Ravens hold on. Dramatic finish. Wilson almost had it, but ultimately the Baltimore Ravens win. And for Mike Tomlin, another first-round playoff loss. The wildcard games did not disappoint. I mean, so much craziness, dramatic endings. Well, guys, we are now on the divisional round as the 1-seeded Kansas City Chiefs and Detroit Lions enter the bracket. You see the updated schedule so far. So, guys, how is your favorite team doing? Well, anyways, we're going to continue the simulation here on Madden 25 to see which teams move on to the Final Four. So, guys, let's continue on. Here we go. The Philadelphia Eagles are the first team to advance to the Final Four, meaning they are headed to the NFC Championship game as Darnold, a late touchdown, but zeros on the clock. It does not matter unless there's a spread that they're covering. And look at this, they're even going for 2. Darnold, Jefferson, it doesn't matter. The Vikings' great season ultimately ends in the 2nd round as Jalen Hurts and the Eagles advance on in the playoffs. And the Detroit Lions will be going back to the NFC Championship game as Washington gets a late touchdown, but that doesn't matter. And how about Jaden Daniels, first year, gets a playoff win, great season, but ultimately it ends in the 2nd round as Detroit will be moving on. And now we're going to go to Kansas City. The Chargers down by 4, under 50 seconds. Herbert has a connection, and here come the Chargers. Can they knock off the Chiefs? They are rarely beaten at Arrowhead, especially in the playoffs, as Justin Herbert trying to end the former champ season. 42 seconds, there's a quick pass, and all of a sudden LA is moving down to only one timeout. It is raining here in Kansas City, and this Chiefs defense needs to stop this Chargers team, who seems to have all the momentum. Another pass, but this one's going to be incomplete to Disley. So that now brings up a 2nd and 10, 37 seconds from the 32-yard line. Herbert on the move, finds his man. Oh, look at him go all the way down to the 13-yard line into the red zone. Oh my goodness, this Chargers team right now is moving and grooving, but they are out of timeouts. They can't afford to get sacked. Herbert in the pouring down rain, 1st and 10 for the end zone. Touchdown LA! The Chargers have taken the lead. Homer on the connection. And did they leave too much time though for the Chiefs? We see what Kansas City has done before, especially against the Bills in that crazy game a few years ago, as they're down by 3 with 23 seconds at the 33-yard line after a good kick return. All 3 timeouts from Mahomes. He's been here before. First down play. Hopkins gets to the 43. What a play there for the Chiefs, and now all of a sudden, they were approaching field goal range. Mahomes a quick pass again to Hopkins, and that's only a gain of a couple down to the 39-yard line. Isn't enough for Butker. Let's see what the Chiefs do here on the 2nd down play with only 1 timeout remaining, and they're going to hand it off. They're trying to get some more yards, and this is definitely field goal range. I mean, it's going to be a long shot, but the Kansas City Chiefs will bring out Butker. This to send the game to overtime. It is up away. And it is left, and no good. It's no good. The Chiefs are gonna go down. They can't believe it, and the LA Chargers dethrone the former champs 27-24, your final in Arrowhead. Unbelievable. And after that upset in Kansas City, we moved to Buffalo. I'm not sure if this would ever happen, but the Bills are only held to 3 points as this Ravens defense masterclass. Baltimore defeats Buffalo 13-3. Lamar Jackson knocks off Allen in the divisional round. What an unexpected divisional round. 2 juggernauts go home, the Chiefs and the Bills, as we are now down to 4. We have Baltimore versus the Chargers, and in the NFC we have the Eagles versus the Lions. It's been a fun simulation up to this point, but guys, right now we have to find out which 2 teams will make this Super Bowl. Well guys, let's get right now to the AFC and NFC championships on Madden 25. Here we go. The Lions are down by 5 with 25 seconds to go. They're at midfield, 2 timeouts remaining. Jared Goff trying to be great, looking for St. Brown, almost intercepted. That would have sealed the game for the Eagles. Now with 21 seconds, what do the Lions do right here? Here is Goff, and that ball is almost intercepted again. He has 3 touchdowns on the night. He's playing pretty well, but right now, he's gonna play great. 3rd and 6, screen for Gibbs. Gibbs gets a couple yards and out of bounds. With 12 seconds, the Lions are at the 30-yard line. Last year, they were in this position, they lost. They're trying to get to the Super Bowl. Eagles need to stop to move on as well. As the screen play again to Gibbs, this time it's broken up. As only 8 seconds remaining, Lions 1 timeout. Goff going for the end zone. It's tipped and incomplete. With still 2 seconds remaining. Can we see some Goff magic? These simulations, you never know what to expect. Goff looking to send the Lions to the Super Bowl. Going downfield. Incomplete. There was a man there, but it's batted down, and the Philadelphia Eagles take the NFC, beating the Lions. What a finish. And on to the AFC Championship game, the Baltimore Ravens will win, and finally, Lamar Jackson will get to the Super Bowl 14-20. What a season it was for the Chargers, as ultimately they fall here in the AFC game, 14-20 your final. So the 2025 NFL Super Bowl, according to Madden 25, will be the Baltimore Ravens with Lamar Jackson against Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles. Well guys, it's been a crazy simulation up to this point. I'm surprised Detroit did not make it, but this is a simulation at the end of the day, as now we're going to find out who would be the champion. Ravens, Eagles, 1 game to determine it all. Who is going to take home the Lombardi? Well fellas, let's find out right now. Here we we go. 16-21. Baltimore down by 5. They have the ball with 40 seconds. What a pass. Lamar to Andrews. That puts him on the 27-yard line. They burn a timeout. Man, this Eagles defense, they got to step up if they want to win this game. Here's Lamar. 34 seconds. Goes down. Sacked. A loss of faith right there. And they have to burn their second timeout, so they're going to need something big. Motioning is likely. 33 seconds. 2nd and 18. Lamar. Andrews doesn't get out of bounds. And oh no, the Ravens burned their last timeout, so they can't afford to get sacked. They can't afford to throw short of the goal line. I mean, you could, but it's going to be close to the zeros on the clock. Lamar shotgun. Lamar. Bateman catches it. Spin. Breaks a tackle. Touchdown. Bateman does it again. Ravens have the lead in the Super Bowl. You've got to be kidding me. A breakdown in the Eagles secondary. I mean, how do you not tackle Bateman? And Bateman once again, we saw him do it in the first round. And now here in the Super Bowl, let's look at it. Jackson, Bateman, spin move. I mean, he was so close to being down. And the Eagles can't tackle. But that means that the Ravens are going to now go for a 2 to make it a 3-point game. Lamar Jackson going to take it himself. And it's good. Eagles 21, Ravens 24, and that drive only took 20 seconds as Lamar Jackson's feeling it. He is so close to his first Super Bowl, but the Eagles, they had 2 timeouts, looking to get into field goal range. Jalen Hurts on the attack, moving about 11 yards right there. He gets to the 37-yard line, burning a timeout, 13 seconds remaining. Here we go. Jalen Hurts in shotgun formation, trying to win it here or force overtime. Hurts again. Scrambling out of the pocket. That's going to be a lot of yards, but they are out of timeouts with only 6 seconds remaining, so I'm not even sure you can get a field goal. You need about 15 or 20 yards, and it has to be out of bounds, so this may very well be the last play of the game. Hurst downfield, doesn't have enough, and it's over. The Baltimore Ravens are your Super Bowl champions in this 2024-25 season. Lamar Jackson gets a championship. Unbelievable ending. They're saying ring me. And for the Eagles, just heartbreak. I mean, if you just go back to that play by Bateman, if they would have tackled him, it would have came down to a couple seconds, but they couldn't get it done. And the Ravens are going to win today's Madden 25 simulation. So guys, comment down below. Do you think this is going to happen in real life? Or do you think there's going to be a different Super Bowl outcome as there is a trophy celebration? But man, what a fun video today. So many wild, crazy moments, dramatic finishes as Lamar Jackson is the MVP of the Super Bowl. But everybody, I appreciate all your comments. I see them all. You're all the GOATs. It's Halftime Productions, and we out for today.